A bird that once filled the sky in flocks so massive they could block out the sun. The passenger pigeon wasn't just common. It was the most abundant bird on the entire planet. Between 3 and 5 billion of them lived in North America. That means 1 out of every 4 birds in the United States was a passenger pigeon. They were fast, elegant flyers with bright chests, long tails, and slender wings. Up close, they didn't look extraordinary, but their power came from their numbers. Passenger pigeons lived, migrated, and thrived only when they moved in gigantic colonies. Their range stretched from New England to the Great Lakes, and all the way down to the Gulf states. When they gathered to breed, they covered miles of forest, branches snapped under their weight. Early settlers said the sound of them taking off was like rolling thunder. Hunting began with simple traps and nets, but once railroads expanded and markets grew, the killing became industrial. Massive nets, burning sulfur, and shotguns wiped out thousands of birds at a time. Meat was packed into barrels and shipped to cities daily. Millions of pigeons were taken every year. By the 1890s, flocks that once stretched hundreds of miles had collapsed into just a few scattered groups. People finally realized the species was disappearing, and they began documenting the last living birds. The final confirmed wild passenger pigeon was recorded in 1901, and on September 1, 1914, the very last one, a bird named Martha, died at the Cincinnati Zoo. A species that once darkened the sky was suddenly gone forever. The passenger pigeon is a reminder that even the most abundant animal on Earth can vanish if we're careless, and that extinction is an ancient history. It happened here, in our backyard, just over a century ago.
Thank you for watching this episode of North America's Lost Animals. If you'd like to continue this journey into the creatures we've lost, join me next week as we explore the Carolina parakeet, the only native parrot ever to live in the United States. It was bright, social, noisy, and once filled the forests of the East. And its disappearance is one of the most tragic and surprising extinctions in American history. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you in the next episode.